What's up YouTube, this is Tubedigga. In this video I'm going to share with you a nice sound design technique where you can emulate granular time stretching with the MPC Sample. I have shown this many years ago in one of the videos that I'm most proud of on this channel, which is granular time stretching on the MPC X. I'll link that on the screen somewhere and you can go and check that out. Even if you haven't got an MPC X, it's an interesting watch. And we're going to do a cut down version of that in the MPC Sample in this video. So before I get into it, I just want to thank all my current subscribers, anyone that's liked and shared my videos, anyone that follows and supports me on social media, anyone that's purchased one of my online masterclass courses. You can find them at courses.tubedigga.com. Anyone that's bought any of my sample packs, you can find those at www.tubedigga.com. And of course, anyone that's had a private lesson with me over Zoom, if you're interested in that, you can contact me at tubedigga@gmail.com. I've also got my own music up on Bandcamp under my name Tubedigga and also under my drum and bass alias, which is Type. You can find links for all of this below this video in the description. So let's see how we can emulate granular time stretching as a nice sound design effect or technique using the MPC Sample. So the first thing that we need is of course a sample that we want to apply this technique or this effect to. So I've just got this on pad 1 in pad bank A.
The faster you move through space, the slower you move through time.
Very appropriate, of course. The next thing that we need to do is make sure our input is set to resample. So there's two ways that we can do that. We can press Shift and Sample to go into input config. Make sure the top option is set to resample. We can do that by clicking down. It will go blue and we can change it to whatever we like. In this case, we need it to be resample. We can also get to that same option if we go to sample record and it's in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, and we just use this bottom left hand knob to change our input source there. So that's that part of that setup. Really easy, simple stuff. The next thing that we want to do is press and hold note repeat and make sure that we're set to the highest time division value, which is 30-second notes. We can click that again and that will hold, and we can simply just record this into our sequence. We don't need to worry about changing the BPM at this point, but I will show you the different effects you can get by increasing the BPM. So I'm just going to record this with the note repeats into this 2-bar sequence. So there's one more thing that you might want to do is go to your amp envelope page and just roll up the attack to a higher value. I've got mine set to 4 at the moment, and that will just hopefully eliminate any potential clicks when we're doing our note repeat on there. So the next thing that we're going to do is go back to trim and press play and just manipulate the start point of our sample as the sequence plays through.
The faster you move through space, the slower you move through time.
So let's hope the sample recall has caught that in that 30-second time frame. Let's press Shift and sample record. And great, it's almost dead in the middle of our sample recall time frame of 30 seconds. So let's press Shift and zoom in whilst in trim mode. Just move the start up to the start point of the sample, press Shift, and there's our bit of sound design. So let's trim the end off. Shift. So that's our sample.
The faster you move through.
That's all recorded or resampled perfectly. Let's now try this at a higher BPM. So you can change your BPM by going into sequence mode and pressing the top left button here and increasing your BPM there. I'm going to go up to 400 beats per minute. So let's also do it this way. We can press and hold tap tempo and it's the same thing. So let's go up to 400 beats per minute for this. And of course, changing the note repeats to maybe 16th notes will also work, but I find that 30-second notes gives the best effect really. But let's see what it does at 400 beats per minute.
The fast.
So let's play back and try and recall this again.
The faster you move through space, the slower you move through time.
Shift, sample record. And again, great, that's captured that in that 30-second time frame. So let's go up here, Shift and pad 13. So a lot more robotic, but hopefully that gives you an idea of how you can somewhat emulate granular time stretching in the MPC sample. Let's now try it on a breakbeat. So this is just an extra little tip to show you how you can do glitchy drum breaks if you're making glitchy electronic music. It's quite fun to do. So let's go into this breaks folder on the internal drive. Okay, so let's choose this one. And let's record note repeats in for that. And take it out of note repeat, and let's just do the same thing again, and hopefully we can resample some weird glitchy drum breaks with this. So I'm just trying to catch it to kind of create these little interesting rhythms that you wouldn't just get with a straight break like that. So let's go Shift and Sample Recall again. That's recall to pad 5, and it's captured that as well. So now it's just a case of choosing a little section that's got a nice little weird groove that you want to use. And of course, what I just did there can also be recalled. So on pad 6 now. And so on and so forth. Hopefully you get the idea. You can just go on forever with this and experiment with all these little glitchy techniques. That's how you can make some glitchy sound design effects with voices and breakbeats, and expand the palette of sounds that you've got with the MPC sample. Of course, the way you use it is very important if you want to go beyond the sort of linear music production route, and you can do some quite experimental stuff. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my links for everything that I do online below this video in the description, and I'll see you on the next one.